Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back. What a week it has been. So, thank you for your patience with my absence and not putting out as many videos as I normally do. But some big changes coming. If you didn't check out my winter video at the beginning of the week, here's the video. It does have some uh, updates on changes in what I'm going to be doing. So uh, be sure to check that out. I'm not going to be on as much as I normally am, but I have other stuff that'll be coming out as well. So nothing to fear, nothing to fear. All right, and let me just get this all set up. Get my little uh, chat popped out here. And we will get going. Hopefully, everyone had a wonderful, wonderful full moon in Pisces, super blue full moon. I spent most of the day in jury duty, and that's a nice way to be around hundreds of people when you're feeling everybody's emotions. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, so that's good. Either I don't feel things like I used to. I probably don't. I probably have built up a little immunity or something. But hopefully everyone had a great one. We're going to be feeling that full moon energy for a little bit, but we will be going into Aries energy tomorrow morning. Of course, Pisces is the end of the zodiac. Aries is the baby. It's the brand new energy. So at 9:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning, which I'm reading from this wonderful book here, there is this energy, of course, of new beginnings. Um, of course, it talks about that it is bold, it is impulsive and energetic. Thank goodness I could use some of that energy. I feel like I could take a nap. It's a period when we feel feisty and maybe a little argumentative. Uh-oh, be careful. And that is when even the meekest aren't afraid to take a stand to protect personal feelings. And because it is the first, of course, sign in the zodiac, it is a natural starting point for all kinds of projects and a wonderful time to channel all that me first energy to initiate change and new beginnings, which if you watch the video, I'm in changing things up. So I'm right in alignment. So just watch out for a tendency to be too impulsive and stress oriented. So we can, keep an eye on that energy. Oh, and I didn't check to see, think we're in that energy until Sunday. Yeah, until Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern time. And that's when we go into calm Taurus energy. So that's good. So we'll talk about that on like Saturday about what that energy brings in Sunday. So I like it. I like it. I like it. And for all information on how all the process works, I've updated the description box of the video, so I'm not going to blah 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 all that. Just check out the video, and then we're going to get into the readings. Hey everybody, I see everyone saying hey 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 hey. So good to see everyone. Hope everyone had a great week, and I'm excited to get in here. I do have several donations, so I will jump into those first here, and I do have one over here as well. All right. Angelique, thank you so much. All right. So we will get started into the donations and then the free readings. So Angelique was up first. So thank you so much, Angelique. And you'd like a love reading. And then we'll get into the other one. So let's take a look here. I'm going to be using the Sun and Moon Tarot. So let's take a look here and see, what does Creator and Spirit want you to know about love, 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 love. You're meeting a Cancer. Oh. So he seems interested, but is a bit shy. Let's take a look here. Great. Thank you, You must have been sending out vibes because my eyes went directly to that, so probably as you were typing it. So let's take a look here. Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a look and see. Okay. So let's see, is it for your highest to move toward him? So that's the move question here. So let's take a look and see why he's a bit shy. Okay, well, that makes sense. All right. Okay. So let's take a look here overall. So we'll jump in here first to talk about, he seems interested but is a bit shy. Why is he shy? Well, he's had a lot of conflict here with the 5 of swords. You can see I love the way here how they have this. See the person trapped below the swords. Their last relationships, people really pinned them down. Really, it's been like a lot of expectations, a lot of disappointments, a lot of over expectations of a lot of things that were just so much. They just felt like they were caged, they were trapped. A lot of disappointment that came in there. So that's why they're a bit timid because they're kind of sword shy. A lot of people's expectations, a lot of defeat that they've had, a lot of arguments, a lot of conflict in their past relationships. I like it though with the 6 of swords because the 6 of swords is moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, leaving fears behind and moving forward. So I like that these came out together right after one another because it does show progression. So they're not just stuck in it, they are definitely stepping up their game with themselves and gain with the 9 of Pentacles. Because the 9 of Pentacles is about this feeling of independence, this ability to stand on their own and raise their feeling of self confidence, right? So they really have been working on that side of themselves there, which I like. Again, they've they moved out of this oppression feeling, so they reiterated this as well, that all of this energy that they invest, this burden that they felt, that they carried around relationships, the 8 of Cups shows they're leaving these emotions behind, they're leaving these thoughts and feelings and relationships, interactions with people, both romantic, friends, whatever. And they're walking away into this beautiful 9 of Cups energy, which is wish fulfillment type of energy. So I like this type. This is endings and beginnings. So they might have I'm not sure how long ago this was that they had these feelings of being trapped and restricted and oppression, right? But they're definitely doing work on it. And that's why they're a little bit hesitant. Maybe it's not so much shy as hesitancy. They're just like, wow, I've is it too soon for me to, I don't know. I don't want to do what I've always done and get what I've always gotten. I want something different. And so I feel like they're trying to take their time instead of rushing into something because that's what got them into a lot of the other scrapes that they were in before. Um, it's interesting because you're planning on moving closer to them. And I I mean, you got these are the 3 cards that came out. So the 9 of Cups, which is what the 8 of Cups is walking away from, is emotional wish fulfillment, Lover's card coming in, and the Ace of Swords. So it seems here with these cards that it is a loving choice. It is a beneficial because this is like emotional dreams come true. The Ace of Swords tells us to see things from a higher perspective. While you're waiting to do this, though, cut away thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and expectations as much as you can, because they definitely don't want to feel this ever again where they're down here and you're up here. This Ace of Swords helps cut away those thoughts and beliefs and mindsets to where you can just accept them for who they are and we move away from trying to make someone be who we want them to be, you know, all these thoughts and beliefs and who we are supposed to be, what a relationship is supposed to be, all the blah, 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 where we're focusing on who someone's not being instead of focusing on who someone is. And the lower expectations we have, the less, constraints we have and rules we have, the more we have appreciation and gratitude for who someone is. So, um, the Lover's card is a emotional choice card too, which shows us that I could choose. It could be wonderful on the outside, and I could still choose to make it something horrible, right? So much of our experiences are within ourselves, as well. So, um, if you are, you know, moving for someone, you know, I did that once, and I always say everyone, can try that once in their lifetime. Give up everything and move for love somewhere, and then you learn not to do it ever again. Not don't move just for someone else, move for you, right? Make sure there's something for you there besides the other person, because the other person's not going to be with you 24/7, or it might end up, not panning out. But it's about making choices for you too, is important. So hopefully that helps, Angelique. That is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And again, thank you so much for your donation. And then Supernova, hello, hello. I am doing I'm doing well by power of choice. And I hope you are doing well by power of choice too. So thank you for your first donation. I do see you have another one further down. So we'll answer your first question. And you wanted to know, in what way does Kurt's entity spirit help or guide you? You're not entirely sure about it. Or if they are, you're mainly confused. You're so funny. All right, let's take a look here and see, how does Kurt influence you? Or if he does or does not. We'll take a look here. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, he definitely does. Okay. So I love this. So this is them coming in here. You got the King of Wands, which represents like your higher self, and the King of Cups is balancing of, of heart and mind, right? So I like this because they do bring in this balancing for you here. The King of Wands shows the interaction, the connection that there is from spirit, because it represents like your higher self, but it also is the connection to the spiritual posse. And whenever anyone that cares about us passes back to the other side, they're immediately all by every single one of their loved ones all at the same time. So they're saying um there's no sharing. I don't have to share um like my attention with a bunch of people. I can be 100% present all at the same time, with everyone. That's the power we have on the other side. So they're like, I am with you from the moment I passed until you go to the other side. And then we're going to be by all of the loved ones that we have in common together too. So I like this, that they are there with you. That's what I'm saying. Definitely it is. A lot of what they help you with too, besides balancing your heart and your mind here, this is so cool because they help you. And here, they call this art, which temperance is balancing again. So, the balancing, the patience, the going back and forth. Oh, sorry, wrong one. King of Cups is going back and forth. Heart and mind, the balance. This is the balance, the yin and the yang. But art, they also help you with your music and the development of it, because they are connected to the creator. They help bring in the creativeness. They help bring in this wonderful, energy that comes in here. So, there is this energy, this ability for them to share this with you here. And also here again, your higher self and your human self here that come in. And so there's this uh, you know, awareness. Again, they help you connect with your higher self and the full card. So you've got three major arcana. So they are significant. And you're saying you didn't know them personally, but maybe not in this lifetime, but definitely there's this strong connection because they are in here bringing all of this energy forward here. So there has to have been a past life kind of connection that was involved because they're helping you connect with your higher self. They're helping you bring in balance and with your arts. And the full card here too is about this new adventure, this new and the full card too represents your soul. So a lot of connection. Um and it must be from a past lifetime. We probably if you're ever interested in doing a past life reading, I do those too. But the full card is about like a new adventure, leaving behind the old things, not, having this expectations, right? It's this adventure like a child of like there's nothing impossible. And so I like this. I like this childlike looking at things and the newness, the uniqueness of things. Don't do things like everyone else. Be unique, be different, be you. Don't try to fit in. There is no rules. There's no rules. I feel like that's kind of their energy is there are no rules. Just allow yourself this freedom, allow yourself. But definitely with three major arcana and asking how they um, help you in your life, it definitely is significant. So that's why I feel like if you didn't know them in this lifetime, then there's got to be a past life connection that's connected to it. So I like it. I like it. I feel like definitely part of your spiritual posse right now for sure. So that is what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you, Supernova. And I'll get to your other question. I think you just made another one. So your questions here as I go down in order for the donations as well. All right. So thank you for your first donation. And Mia, hello, hello. Hugs to you too. Hello. So thank you for your donation. You want to know, do we see your next job being in Spain? And what kind, if we can sense it. You're applying for different things. All right, let's take a look here. So, first of all, is your next job in Spain? Okay. All right, let's see. Is it? Okay. And then, what kind of job is it that you're going to end up in? What will they let you know about what kind of job? All right, so those four will tell us that. You know, I almost feel that, well, I can't say that. I have to say that no, it's not. I was trying to change it up by saying, but it's coming through very clear that you have the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, which is new communication, new ideas, transformation with a little butterfly there. You got the Chariot card, which is movement. It's power of choice, but it's movement and victory, which I feel like it's going to be somewhere else. There's a new communication coming in, taking to someplace different than that. So I don't feel like it's going to be in Spain. And let's take a look here and see. Yeah, I don't know if we get this for you a lot with when we talk about the job. The Hierophant is about this invitation to find out what is true to you, right? It's like your capital T truth. What is it? And you have the King of Cups too, which is balancing of heart and mind. It's like, what is it that you truly want to do in your life? What makes your heart sing? We've got the Sun card, which is a great card to get. Again, victory, like the Chariot card. but there's the subconscious, which is the child. And I think it even has a little child here, but it's about what is it that makes your heart sing and makes your heart full. um do that, right? It's like all these jobs that you're applying for feel like jobs, right? But what is it that, if money didn't matter, if you were 130 years old looking back on your life and you're like, this is what I wish I would have done with my life, it's like that's what they're wanting you to do, because they have the Eight of Swords is not being this, you know, puppet to expectations, the thoughts, the beliefs, the mindsets. The Eight of Swords is about leaving behind our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that blind us and bind us and keep us trapped in a life that we don't want, instead of being free, like a puppy who's been in their stuck in their, you know, dog carrier, or their little, I won't say a cage, but kennel, like their kennel all day long, and they're so frustrated because they want to get out and play, but they've been kept in a kennel that's so small. And then they take him out to a field and they open the doors and he's just like, psh, ears flapping in the wind, or whatever kind of dog it is, and just chasing after the butterflies, having a blast. And that's the kind of energy I feel like they're wanting to bring in for you around this. So yeah. So I really feel like, this is what um, they're wanting you to look forward to, is something that does make your heart sing, something that does open it up, and you know, even if it's doing something part-time to start off, or but it's about discovering it and then just making that your goal and adjusting your life for it to be what you can do with that. So I feel like that's what's coming through for you, Mia Mia. And that sounds amazing. I'm not very artistically inclined, at least yet. You never know. I'm sure if I really wanted to, then I would go study it, right? But evidently it's not my dream. But enjoy that. So I'm excited for you, Mia Mia, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. Again, thank you for your donation. All right, Crow's Nest. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for your donation. Yeah, super emotional, nostalgic. Yeah, well, especially yeah, the super full moon, right? Mine is also Pisces, so I definitely understand that for sure. Emotions. It's not just that it was a Pisces, you know, full moon, and not just even just a super full moon. It was a blue moon too, which just blew. It's like puppy blew our circuits, right? But a huge amount of energy for sure. So I'm sure you are right. So let's take a look here. And you want to know Hugo's current feelings and next actions. Yeah, so let's look at his feelings first. And then we'll look at their next action. So what else about feelings? Okay. What else? All right. So 2222. Interesting. Let's take a look here and see what these are. Yeah, we've got so their current feelings. I just feel like they're um this little yin yang feels like it's spinning, which temperance, is balance, it's patience, it's things unfolding very slowly. And the tower is like this, sudden change, right? So their current feelings, I feel like they're spinning here, and I feel like these next three sets of two cards each are going to tell us that. But it just feels like they're waiting for something, right? Oh, that's so interesting too. I just realized um, the Roman numerals are XIV and XVI. So it's like they're waiting for something to change. They're waiting for something to suddenly, switch, which is what I was going to say. And then I saw those letters too. So it just reiterates it. It's like, what are you waiting for? But they're waiting for something. They're waiting for something to change. And it's like, well, what is this? What are you waiting for something to change? So let's take a look here and see what we've got going on here. So then we've got the Two of Wands, which again is this waiting of them choosing which way to go, which way to go. And the Princess of Pentacles is the Page of Pentacles. So they're waiting for this new opportunity to open up and they're unsure. They're hoping it's like I don't know if they're torn between two decisions of something and they're waiting for the outcome. They're waiting for the information because that's going to determine what their next actions are, right? Their feelings, I feel like they're hesitant, like they're in this holding pattern because they're waiting for some information to come in to see it. Like maybe I almost feel like it's, am I going to get this job somewhere else? I don't want to have this movement and, do that to someone, get involved with him knowing that I could be leaving and going somewhere else. It's that kind of feel to it, if that makes sense. So let's take a look here. What else we have here? Yeah. Because their feelings, they've got love and the 10 of cups, and they could see this emotional fulfillment, and they could see this passion, they could see this, energy here. They see the possibilities of fullness of life. But again, I like that that this is there, but at the same, like almost in the same breath, they're like, yeah, but if I move away, where one of the options of me where I'm going, is like no one can go with me. Almost, it feels like. I don't know. I don't know why they just flashed in my head, like working on an oil rig and out in the middle of the sea. It's something that people can't go with you. Like if you had a love, normally if you're going somewhere else, you're like, come with me. You're like, you can't come live on the rig with me. It's just not allowed. I almost feel like it's that type of thing. One of the choices is that people can't follow them where they're going, or it just wouldn't be there. Yeah. They got the Queen of Cups, so deep, deep, deep emotions that they definitely have there, and the Ace of Swords too. They see it, it's both of mind and of heart that they have these feelings for you. They have these thoughts about you and the feelings about you very deep. But if they haven't shown this yet to you, then it's because, of this holding pattern that they, and it's like it feels respectful, right? It just feels like I don't want to um break your heart by creating something, deep, deep, with it, right? Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah. So he cut off communication because he's like, but that's the way it feels like. It's almost like, you're like, "I need to know your feelings," and he's like, "Oh, no." But if I tell you, it's gonna hurt you. If I if I'm gonna leave, it's like he's either I have to go all in or I'm gone kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look here and see what his next actions are, though. Let's see what's coming in here. It just feels like it's like I don't feel like he's being a jerk about it, but I just don't feel like I don't know. It's like he saw his mom hurt a lot of heartbreak, and he's trying not to be that person, but he doesn't know how, you know, it's like I don't know. It's not I'm trying to put it into words because I feel all the emotions. It's like, well, I don't want to hurt them, but I don't know how to say it without, and so they just fight or flight, they flee. They don't like to fight, which is great, uh, that they don't fight, but but I do want communication, right? Well, whatever unfolds here, your higher self, your human self actually, because here's your higher self. your human self feels fine with how everything unfolds. With the Wheel of Fortune, right? It's the tuna for you, and this is like everything that unfolds does unfold for you. Just sometimes our human doesn't get on board with that one, like, how is that for me? But this tells us that even your human is fine with how whatever unfolds, whatever their next actions are. I feel like they are going to take action here with the Magician card, because that is action, that is manifestation, that is movement. um, and oh, look, finally, valor, which this shows me. I mean, this is standing up for themselves with this new opportunity that comes in here. Um, so, we've also got here's the strife card, right? You want them to talk and communicate. Uh oh, maybe they do, but I almost feel like there is this new opportunity and they do stand for that. I feel like they are possibly moving away here, and I feel like you're okay with it, but they take action, they make this movement, they stand up for themselves to go for this new opportunity, and it's just like, again, this strife that comes in here. They are afraid of standing up and saying this, and so it's fear that eventually transforms into, something non-fearful, but maybe they finally just are able to tell you that they're going away, with all this here. But I feel like you end up fine with it, and there's like this. Oh, wow. So, I feel like they want to go by themselves, though. Right now with this other stuff, it's like where they're going, you can't go maybe yet. Um, but I just feel like you're going to be fine with whatever decision is made here with that Wheel of Fortune, because either they're I just I just feel like it's somewhere that they have to go by themselves, at least for a while. Um, but I don't know what's going on with them. I feel like you're gonna be fine with it, though. I feel like when he finally is able to communicate and he's finally able to, do it, that there's this, um, that you're like, you know what? At least I have an answer. I feel like you're just like, okay, I'm okay with it going, going in a different direction. Yeah, because we have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, which is the burden, the endings and the beginnings, that are coming in here. Let me see here. Yeah, quick movement. Oh, sorry. Let me show you the cards. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's like things are out of sync, because we've got the 10 of Wands, and then the 8 of Wands came out, which is fast movement, and then we had the 9 of Wands. So you see how it's like 10, 8, 9 instead of 8, 9, 10. It's like they jumped ahead and they are wanting to wait, and they've changed their mind because they have the 9 of Wands, which represents a barrier that, um I just feel like their fears have kicked in, and they're like, they want to be able to tell you that they want to go by themselves first, and then we can see about, you know, coming out later type of thing. Uh, because it's out of sync. Again, 10, 8, 9 instead of 8, 9, 10. It's like they jumped the gun and they want to go first, and then, things will, could be that way. But it just feels like with three wands, it just feels like it's out of sync, and they might have, and with all this, the 9 and the 10 of wands shows this ending of passion, this ending which tells me fear kind of kicked in with them here. with those other cards that we had there before too. It's just like, okay, but so I feel like they've not like they've changed their total mind on you going, but more so that they feel they jumped too fast and that they want to go first and then later, but then I don't know why they're afraid of you. Yeah. Because I got lovers here. So it's still here, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like we've read a lot about him, and they're bringing a lot of the energies of they're just a confused they're just confused. It's like they try to please so many people that and seeing got the 2 of cups coming in too. So you've got the lovers and the emotions are there. The important partnership is there, but and the underneath it all, they got all the here's that what I was just talking about. They've got all these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that blind them and bind them and make them feel trapped, and they try to please all the people all the time, and there's just um all this confusion that comes in because they're trying to please everyone, and you can't. I mean, you can't please one person 100% of the time. You can't please everyone once all at the same time. So it's impossible, but I feel like that's why they're so confused, because they're so torn in so many different directions, and they've got a lot of um strong personalities in their life that try to pull their strings, all those strings like on that 8 of swords we just saw. And sometimes I feel like they're a puppet, and I feel like they just want to get away from everything. And that's kind of what they've gotten to that point, and they want to figure out who they are and then decide, if that makes sense. So that's the clarity crow's nest. I know. Feel like that's why I was so confused, because I feel like they're so confused, and we're asking what are their next actions. Depends on the moment. Sometimes it feels like, because I feel like they don't know. They just don't know. So hopefully that helps. I know it's like no, don't help, but at least you know where they're coming from in that crazy spinning head of theirs. Yeah, yeah. So we shall see. We shall see. I don't feel like again, they're waiting for something to be able to decide. I feel like they feel like they're just going to get struck in the head with lightning. Okay, now I make it a decision because they can't decide. So sorry, I don't have more for you there, Crow's Nest, but that's what they have for you right now. We can always double check. Uh, Here in a little bit too. Not today. I don't feel like their decision is gonna change today, but we can pull some oracle or something here in the next couple of days. All right, so hang in there, and immense love to you. Again, thank you for your donation. And then Supernova, we got your second donation here. You wanna know, how does your cat, cow, and Coco feel around me? Are they comfortable? Your cats? That's cute. Cow and Coco. You call a cat cow? That's funny. All right, let's see here. That's funny. So the cat, the cat cow, they have the 6 of Pentacles, which they have this. I feel like cow is more the giving and receiving type. Like I feel like they are the one that probably gives you more attention. That is like, it's almost like I know you're gonna give me treats, or you're gonna give me food or attention. It feels like more equal giving and receiving type of relationship. Coco seems like they are, with the Queen of Swords, like they're in contemplation all the time. They seem very smart. Like if anyone's gonna get into stuff where the other cat can't, I feel like they're the troublemaker. Not the troublemaker, they're just very curious. They're the ones that are gonna get into stuff, be able to open up drawers, get into places, and you're like, "How did they get there?" I feel they might be a little standoffish too with all of that, but ultimately, um, we've got the moon card, which, in the 9 of wands, I feel like they respond a lot, which is with animals anyway, to your current energy, like how you feel, in the moment, right? So if you come in with this hissing cat attitude, they're going to be hissing cats. If you're coming in with this, feeling of love, then they are loving and purry. So I feel like they react a lot off of, um, around what you're feeling, because the moon card is all about the changes of the moon cycles, the changes of mood. And so, they reflect, uh, very much of how you feel, when you are around them. So if you're like, "Why are they being such hissy cats?" Then you're like, "Oh, oops, mirror," because they're showing you, what emotion that you are reflecting on. Aw. You're kinda moody. Well, you're an artist, right? But that's how they are. That's what I feel, with those. Too cute. I'm a cat person. My cats always ended up being like dogs. They wanted to play. I could get the little mice, the little furry mice, and, I would just pick it up, and they'd be like, they're so ready to play, and I would throw it, and they'd go chase after it, and they'd bring it back and throw it at my feet for me to throw it again. They'd play fetch, and I'm like, "I wanted cats, not a dog," but it was cute, so what are you gonna do, right? Alright, so that is what they have for that one. I like it, so many blessings to you. And then Anita Abdul, thank you so much for your donation. I'm doing well, I hope you're doing well. And you wanna know the current feelings and emotions of the person on your mind. Alright, and I assume you mean towards you. And of course, when we're looking at people's emotions, um, it's always good to remember that, uh, other people's feelings around, for us, are none of our business, because really it has very little to do with us, right? We've got this, they see through the eyes of, their own selves, right? I'm just going to mark these really quick here so I can make sure I'm where I'm at. There we go. Um, so just realize that when we're asking, what are their feelings and emotions, that it has to do with what's going on inside of them, their upbringing, their current mental, emotional state, and everything else, right? So we'll take a look here. Oh, okay. Well, these I don't know why they wanted me to tell you that, but because these look pretty good. Okay. Most of them look pretty good, but nothing to worry about here. Because we've got the lovers card here, so they definitely feel important relationship here. Doesn't necessarily need to be romantic, but it definitely indicates important relationship. And the 4 of cups, the 3 cups here in their hand, these are the kind of relationships they've had before. And this fourth cup being offered by the moon tells me, with all of this is emotional stability, and that it's like you bring in this energy that is unlike what they've had before. And I like that, because it does feel like the difference between being a burden, which I feel like the other type of relationships they've had have really been burdensome, like they've really taken so much energy for them to have. But I feel like with you, you're more, I don't know, I feel like you recognize them and you see them for who they are. I almost feel like maybe this is fairly new, but the 6 of wands is like when we, instead of other people looking at them and seeing who they're not being, that you look at them and appreciate things about them, is the kind of energy that I feel comes in here. At least this is how they perceive it, right? And we've got this here, the 3 of Cups is joy and celebration, and the Emperor here is about new beginnings and this, energy of new beginnings, that them standing up and making decisions for themselves. This almost feels like there's a three-party situation, or, there's been the interest in some people, but they're standing up to make a decision. I mean, I just feel like there's been a lot of strife that's been happening around them, with this 5 of Wands, which is a lot of fear and a lot of conflict that has arisen lately that has caused them. I don't know if they were in a relationship or interested in someone, and then there's all this happening, which is making them, realize, is it really all worth all this energy I've been investing in them? So I feel like, there's like this energy of them seeing you as someone who's different, and um, I almost feel like it feels like this other person or whoever they've been with, um, you know, that they've feel like they're high maintenance. Like it's not worth all the strife and everything that they have had with that other person. Either if it was in the recent past or they're with them right now or whatever. It just feels like they're just like, okay, and I feel like this emperor is this change, this decision. Let's take a look here at next actions. Yeah, yeah, again. So this makes sense here because we've got the full card, which is this new beginning, free of expectations. Whoa, sorry, dropping stuff. And the Two of Pentacles is the choice of the outside world, and that they want something that's more happiness, more wish fulfillment, emotionally wish fulfilling. So I do feel like there is this new beginning, in that they're making the choice between the two of the in the outside world, and it seems like they're making movement toward whatever's the happier of the two, which I'm thinking is you with these cards here, because it just feels like the other, wherever they're coming from, just felt so oppressive, like a burden. And like I said, high maintenance. And it was just like, oh my gosh, it's almost like they feel they couldn't do anything right. And that's one of the things that's attractive. At least this is all within them, right? That they see you as someone who's appreciative of what you do instead of going, you're not doing it right. You're not doing enough, blah, 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 blah. Right. So it definitely feels like they're escaping from something, at least from the past. Um, if they're not in it right now, I feel like it was semi recent because it just feels like it's still fresh of them not wanting that type of old ways. So so that is what's coming in, Anita. So hopefully that resonates for you there. And I like it for you. Again, thank you so much for your donation there. All right, Maria Dunn, thank you for your donation. All right, and you want to know who is your future love relationship for you? All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know here, Maria. What is coming in here? All right. What else? What else about this person? Okay. All right. Yeah. So I like this card coming in because when I saw this, it was basically it's someone unexpected, because the three of swords is like, the old ways, doing the old things, getting the same results and feeling the same way. And at first when I saw this, that's what they told me. They were like, it's someone unexpected. It's unlike anyone that you've had before. And you're like, hallelujah, right? So we do like that, to start off here, right? And and of course we like the Wheel of Fortune, which is, you know, of course it tells us that whatever unfolds in our life is always for us, but this is even our human side is feeling that way too. Which, of course, if it's the love of our life, we're like, well, great. Our human is very happy with what's unfolding here. I also feel like with the Wheel of Fortune telling us who they are, that they are also full of life, and they have this abundant feeling in their life that's coming in financially, health, the fullness of life that's coming in here. I like that, but it's not, of course, all about the money, but that's nice. Security is nice. But we've got the moon card too, which is they have deep emotion. I almost feel like they might be a moon sign. Um, and they have this strong energy that comes in, very nurturing, very loving individual who's able to share their emotions. We've got the Prince of Pentacles too, which is the Knight of Pentacles, slow moving, but they also are. I feel like they've, with this Wheel of Fortune coming out first, they really have pursued their own worth in relationship to the outside world and have learned a lot of significant things. And I feel like that's why, they're able to share their emotions, and they're able to share their worth and their abundance as well. It's a great combination. It's very earthy and grounded, but also emotional, which when you add water and this positive earth energy together, it means they're able to build things because they're able to create bricks out of that earth and water. They're able to create things. Um, oh, and then the Prince of Pentacles was kind of showing me that they might be, I don't know, it's just kind of a gallant type of individual. I like this message that's coming in here for you because while you're waiting for them to come in, there is just a little bit to do to help with this. The Devil card, the Saturn energy, is the rattling, the shaking of your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets in life, which is, you know, what is it that I've been taught I'm supposed to be in a relationship, who they're supposed to be, how it's supposed to unfold, how I'm supposed to meet, how it's supposed to end up, blah, 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 blah. All this popular opinion that we've been given all our lives. And the Saturn energy comes in to challenge all these restrictions, because when we have so many restrictions, we limit our experience, right? Because we're caged and we can't get to places, and we limit the creator. But as you question who it is, how I'm supposed to meet him, how, all of that kind of stuff, you release yourself from it, and it allows. That's why I feel like it's going to be someone that you haven't expected before, because when you've done what you always did, you got what you always got, right? But this freedom that comes in because you're questioning these beliefs and all of these opinions that you've had in the past. And I like it because you've got the Queen of Wands, who is a fiery person. I feel like this is you grabbing a hold of your passion, grabbing a hold of your drive and this power that you have, connecting to spirit too, which allows you to move forward and to make your choices, to stand strong and brave, right? And the Four of Wands is the marriage card. It is the joy, celebration, that comes in. So it's beautiful that you're the one that gets to choose, and I feel like you're stepping outside of that old way of thinking, the old way, just the old rules that you've had for so long. And you're like, but when I've listened to you guys, I always end up with that. you know, don't you see these relationships I've had? And there's this freedom that comes in with this. So I like it. It feels very positive, but there is stuff that you can do in the meantime. Um, Question your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, because when we have so many expectations, we limit the creator. But when we get rid of it, it's like, I trust that you are going to bring the perfect person in the perfect timing in the perfect way. In the meantime, I'm going to work on me, raise my love vibration, get rid of these old ways of thinking that no longer serve me, get rid of these emotions that no longer serve me. I wanted to experience them, but I want something else. I want to raise my love vibration so I draw in a higher experience than instead of keeping my love vibration low and drawing in what I've always drawn in before. So that's what's coming in for you, Maria. Hopefully that helps. Many blessings to you. And again, thank you for your donation. All right. And then Supernova, thank you for your additional donation. Much appreciative. And let's take a look here. Scroll, scroll, scroll. All right. There you are. So you want to know, is your most recent creative musical endeavor something that you channeled from spirit or yourself? And also, what is the feeling that it resonated? It radiates. All right, let's take a look here. All right. So one card for that. We'll see what that is here. And then what kind of energy or feeling does it radiate? Well, we got the Ace of Wands. So this is of spirit. So Ace of Wands is passion, it's connection to the spirit world, right? So spiritual energy. So and in a way, you know, when we're talking about, channeling and creativity, all creativity I feel comes from spirit. It's the creative force because when we're in our human world in fear, I don't feel like we can be creative. I feel like we're more methodical. Creativeness and to do things differently, I feel is an inspiration. I feel it comes from spirit. Um, uh, and that's why I feel like the Ace of Wands is that when we're expressing our passion, it is we're expressing this spiritual energy that's coming through us. So I like that, and I like that it's like because it's like where do you and spirit we're a part of spirit, right? We're a part of creator. When if you look at my take 10 with Zen, especially the first one, which was about dimensions, um, you're going to see how we're all part of the stream of from the creator. We're just vibrating at different vibrations, right? And I feel I like this creativeness that comes in here. And then what kind of feeling radiates from it? Let's take a look here. Yeah. Well, so you definitely here's this fiery energy coming in here. You got the King of Wands and the Emperor, which these remind me so much of the same energy. And these are on either side, and there's cards in the middle, which I'll talk about. But with the bookends here, it feels like it starts off very um, new birthy. It just feels very fiery, very passionate, very um like the emperor feeling is like everyone's trying to tell me something, but I choose. Someone's trying to tell me something. People are trying to control me. I decide. It's like this I don't want to say it's angry energy, but it's this everyone's telling me how I should feel, but I'm gonna feel the way I want. I'm gonna do the things I want. People are trying to control me. That's the kind of energy I feel. And we have here too. Here's the 5 of cups, which is I can focus on my sorrow and I can focus on, all my lower vibrational emotions, but I've got this choice before me that creates a new opportunity. I'm the one that changes things in my life. I'm the one who chooses. I'm the one making my emotional choices that creates this new that I create through this. So that's I feel like the energy that comes through. I don't know if you've put words to it yet, but that's the kind of energy I feel is like at the core of it there, if that makes sense. So, very cool, very cool. Right? Boom, boom, boom. So that's the feeling that it feels like it radiates there with the cards coming in there. You are very welcome. Right. Yeah. So if that's the feeling, but of course, with you, it's like, what do you feel? Because it's all about how you're communicating, right? What you're putting forward with it. So I like it. Hey, Rhonda, my friend. Good to see you. All right. So I think that was all my donations for right now. And so I'm going to scroll up to the top. And we are going to jump into the first reading, which is for Shane. Hey, Shane. So, will David the Libra reach out to you this week? You had a falling out. Oh, takes two to fall out, right? Two to battle. Let's take a look here. Well, I'm going to switch up cards here. I'm going to switch from the sun and moon to the tarot of the magical forest. Let's get some fresh energy in here. Let's take a look and see what we've got here. So will David the Libra reach out here? We got the star card coming in here, which is dreams come true kind of card, wishing upon a star, balancing out, and the seven stars on there represent the seven chakras. So balance, and I feel like things calm down, things, especially with the Pisces super blue full moon, which exploded all of our energy, all our emotions, whatever we were feeling, we felt really big. So Aries energy tomorrow is kind of like a reset, um, a little bit of passion ignited, and we got some Taurus energy coming in on Sunday. So I do feel like they'll reach out, and I feel like they'll reach out tomorrow or Saturday. I just feel like things will calm down, and they've had a chance to let this powerful super full moon, blue moon energy, emotional energy, kind of. Uh, it's like a lake on fire. It's like the lake fire is put out, so they have that there. So I like that for you, Shane. So hang in there, hang in there. It isn't far away. Ah, very good. Yeah, so I feel like they'll come to their senses. So happy early birthday to you too. All right. And then new love, you are up next. You want to know what is best for you, 50 or 75. So what is for your highest experience? Let's see here what the energy gives you here. So 50 gives you this card here, which is the Queen. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, abundance. It's a rewarding card here. But then you have the Two of Chalices, the Two of Cups for 75. So this brings you important relationship with an individual. 50 gives you kind of this nurturing of self, right? So it's like 50 has you independent with you feeling this fullness, and 75 gives you this interaction with someone in the outside world. So I feel like whatever you're wanting, this tells you what you're looking for, right? If you're like, yeah, I want this, then 50 is for you. If you're like, oh, I want this, then that's the one for you. So that's what they say is, you know, usually when it's not like an exact like horror and then joy, it means either one is for you. It helps you, it just takes you on a different path for a little while. But neither is a wrong answer. Neither is a negative outcome for you. So that's what's coming in there for you. So there you go, new love. Many blessings to you. All right. And Dijona, you are up next. Hello, hello. So whatever comes out, what does Spirit want you to know right now? And you've got the Knave of Wands, so Knight of Wands, fast moving energy and change coming in here. So you definitely, it's the fastest moving knight out of everything. So it brings in passion, but they're also in search of their passion as well. They're on a quest. What is it that I want to do? Where is it that I want to invest my energy? What is it that I want to expand? Whatever you focus your energy on, I feel is you have fast movement toward. So it's almost like this opportunity of like quick manifestation of something. And so they're asking, be aware of what you're focusing your energy on and where you want it to go. So hopefully that helps, Dijona. It's like you could do anything. It almost seems like just where you're going to focus your magic wand and whoosh, you're headed that direction. Very, very fast, warp speed. So definitely be aware of that. So that's what's coming in there for you. So many blessings to you. Hey, Charlene. Hey. So I don't see a question from you yet. So if you do ask one, we'll get to that here momentarily. Showers of blessings. Hello, hello. So you want to know what's coming towards you, right? Yeah. Let's see. What does Spirit wants you to know here? Well, you got the Emperor. So you do have this opportunity to step into your power because, of course, the Emperor is surrounded by a lot of people in the throne room with opinion or advice on what you should do, supposed to do, need to do, have to do, must do. But the Emperor energy is about you going, thank you, everybody. You can clear the throne room. I get to choose what I want for my kingdom, for my empire. And so I'm going to choose. And then put you formulate a plan around what you want to choose and where you want to head and what you want to do. Because the emperor rules over all the four kings, and so it's about your passion of your wands, and the pentacles is how you're going to put it into action and what emotions are you going to choose, and how are you going to formulate thought and communication around what is this that I want to do. I'm going to put this forward. So I feel like you're at this pivotal point that you get to decide what you want to do. And yeah, we take everyone's opinion and advice, put it over here and see what helps us, but we make the decision. And I like this empowerment that's coming up here for you. And that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And Lynx Lee, you are up next. So September month for you. All right. Let's take a look here and see what's one thing they want you to know. Well, you got the Knight of Wands. This came out here for you. Oh, you know what? I think Dijona, I said that you had the Knave, but that was the Page of Wands, which is kind of the same energy anyway, of this new passion, this new drive. Fast moving energy coming in here for you, Linksley. And the knight is on a quest, right? This knight is on a quest for this Ace of Wands, which is discovering your passion. And for you, I feel like you're at this point of like, what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? Where do I want to invest my energy? I just feel like you're at this place of feeling like you maybe have started to feel like you're existing, and you're like, I just don't feel, or like you feel like you're spinning in mud, you're not going anywhere, or you're taking one step forward, two steps back, and you feel like you're sliding down a muddy hill. It just feels like you're not having this progression in this movement that you want in your life. And that's part of this quest of your passion, is discover who it is you truly want to be, what it is that makes your heart sing, where you want to head to, what do you want to do. And I feel like this is a great opportunity here coming up in September, is to really discover what it is what I want. And a lot of our life, we process of elimination, right? What I finding out what I don't want, what I don't want, what I don't want. But if you can take time away and just kind of write down when was the last time you felt joy in your life, where your heart felt full, where it felt like it was singing? Write down those up times and see what they have in common and see if you can pursue more of that. Because I feel like that is what spirit and your spiritual team are kind of trying to nudge you toward. So that's what's coming in for you, Linksley. So many blessings for you. And then Shay B, you are up next. All right. So, an update on David's current feelings towards you. Is he going to take action soon? Well, if they can get out of his head, because current feelings, they're in their head a lot here with the, is that the knight? Yeah. No, this is the page. So, Page of Swords, they are in their head. A lot of new thinking, a lot of trying to figure things out, a lot of chopping away of fears and trying to see things from a different perspective. And I feel like they're in this, just a lot of thinking, 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 thinking. The Ace of Wands here. I mean, you've got the Page of Swords, which is new thought, and you've got the Ace of Wands, which is new action. So I feel like he will take action soon. It's like this thinking is finally like a light bulb going off. And so I don't know what the action is with this energy, but I feel like they're like, which the Page of Swords can be enhanced communication, different type of communication coming in too. So I feel like there is this change of what they were planning on, how they perceived things is a good way to put it, and that they've had time to kind of alter things. But I feel like they are going to take action soon. I just don't know if their mind went one way or it went the other way. But whatever changed, there is a change of mind that's coming in here. Yeah, and you got the Knight of Swords too. Some movement of thought and belief and mindset has changed, but I don't know what that is yet. They're not giving me any hints on that. So that's what's coming in right now, Shay B. So many blessings to you. All right, Doll Face Diva. Hello, hello. So a general for the weekend. Let's see what we have coming in here. Well, you do have the opportunity for higher love and feeling this fullness and overflowingness. So it's an opportunity of self-love and self-care filling up and overflowing, which can then flow out to the outside world. So I feel like with the Ace of Cups for you right here, this isn't about like, oh, you find your new love. Well, you find this new love, right? A higher enhancement of this love from the inside. And I just feel like more and more, I don't mean to have such a deep sigh there. It's like, you know, there's this that has to do with allergies, not your message. So I just want to clarify that. So there's this like you experience stuff in the outside world and it's just like things don't feel like they're bringing you the satisfaction emotionally that they have in the past. It just feels like things are dulling in the outside world, but it's because your love on the inside is going up. And so the things of the outside world are not being able to keep up with this amazing feeling we have as we raise our inner love vibration. Stuff of the outside world loses its what little, it's like if you ate like a, I don't know why they're saying a Twinkie, but like you eat a Twinkie and you think, wow, this is great dessert. And then you have some homemade tiramisu, and you just taste it and you're just like, wow, you just think about it and your mouth waters. And then you have the Twinkie and you're like, you know what? You just don't live up to this anymore. That's what I kind of feel is coming up for you this weekend, is just this awareness, like, you know what? These things just don't fulfill me like they used to. So that's what I feel is coming in, Dollface Steve, if that makes sense. But that's what's coming in. So maybe many blessings to you. All right, Felicia. Hello, hello. Good to see you. And you want to know, will you pass the company's test? Uh-oh. All right, let's take a look here and see what they've got coming in here for you. Well, you got the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is a balanced outside world. So even though this looks like a crazy fox, I love these cards, but uh, this is a solid foundation in the outside world. Think of like a huge table with four huge legs on it. It's a solid foundation. So for me, that would be a yes, that because it's a solid number. So I feel like you land on your feet like a cat lands on all fours. You end up passing. So I like that for you, Felicia. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. And then I am amazing. You're up next. So Pisces feelings and next actions towards you. Well, once they recover from this Pisces super blue full moon, let's see what they have going on here. Yeah, so their feelings and their next actions. So their feelings right now, they've got a lot of uh challenge going on here, The devil card, the shadow card, it allows them to see what of their own chains that have been keeping them bound. This rattling of their cage of all the supposed to's and shoulds and need to's around their entire life. And I like this with the Four of Cups. They've got this emotional stability coming in here. And I know especially after this Pisces energy, they gonna need some emotional stability to come in here. But I love how this one shows them meditating, because usually they're bored looking at the three cups here. But I feel like they've been meditating and seeing, why were these things feeling empty? Why, do we have this energy of, why was I not satisfied? Why do they fall short? One thing they're looking in is their Ace of Cups is their own self-love. And I feel like their feelings right now are very, very internal, and it makes sense with all this Pisces energy. I mean, if you think that you were impacted by this full moon Pisces energy, their world was rocked by this super full moon. It's a blue moon too. I'm not going to have another one until like 2037 or something. It was like this, date off in the future, a decade away, where this is very rare energies. And so they felt very deeply and expansively, which brought up a lot of, it's almost like, they're showing me like a lake, like a small lake that has this massive storm come through, and this big mudslide, or this all the streams that are going into it are flooding in, and it brings all the soot from the bottom. And so they have a lot of stuff that they're dealing with. And once things recover and things, yeah, because they've got a lot of heartbreak, a lot of emotion that's going on inside of them. Um, so I just feel like their feelings right now are very self-focused, and they've got a lot to transform and to look at. And I don't feel like there's not going to be actions towards you in the very near future. I feel like they got to recover and get their emotional stability back before anything will move in the outside world. So right now I feel like it's kind of on hold with them and anything else. I just feel they're very inner focused. So that's what they have for you. I'm glad you're amazing, because I feel like they don't feel like they're very amazing right now. So anything you can do to help them feel loved, which we can't, everyone else makes their choices for them. We can make it harder or easier for people to choose fear or love. So if you want to do something to help them make it easier for them to choose love, you can do that. But I feel like they've got a lot of recovery to do. So that's what they have. And Luna Ray, hello, hello. You are up next. Message from your person for you at this time. All right, let's take a look here. Well, you got the Two of Cups. So there is this message of this is an important relationship, of course, that they have here. So there is importance signified, that they're recognizing that. Yeah, and they're in the Six of Swords. So they're in the process of movement of thought and belief and mindset, leaving old ways of thinking behind, moving towards higher thinking and newer thinking. So there is movement in their life. They are moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. Um, but I feel like it's a journey that's taken them a little bit of time to get to that point there. So I don't know why it feels like a patience message, but it does. It just feels like just know that it is an important relationship between the two of you, but I'm on a rowboat going across an ocean. It's going to be a while. It's like, oh, okay. All right. Well, row safely. Have a good trip because it's going to be a while. I'm glad I don't have to go on that trip with them. All right, but that's what's coming in, Luna Ray. So many blessings to you. And Nebraska J, you are up next. You want to know relationship and career advice. We got the Ace of Pentacles coming in here. And the Ace of Pentacles, it represents this new opportunities that are coming forward in the outside world, but it also has to do with this looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. And there is this offering, that giant paw in the sky that was offering you the Ace of Coins is offering you a solid foundation. And this impacts every area of your life because the message that comes with that for you is, when we look at our worth in relationship to the outside world, we feel unstable because all those things are unstable because we're taught to find yourself by relationship, by situation like job, career, education, by things, our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions, right? But all three of those things are unstable. Relationships, people change, people pass away, people walk away. So relationships can be very unstable with humans. Career, education, situations, they never stay the same. So unstable, and then things break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, stolen, unstable, right? So, like the advice that spirit gives us is when we define ourselves by the outside world, we feel unstable. And we come down here to experience that. What might it feel like to feel unstable? And when we're had enough of it, then we turn inward and upward to the only stable thing we find in this realm, which is the unconditional eternal love from above. And when we define ourselves by that, it's very stable. And then we become stable. Then we're not looking to the outside world to define us. We're looking at um, our own, that inner worth that's coming in. So I love that for you because they're basically giving you this wonderful way of looking at your life and relationships because it's not like we stop um doing those things. It's not that we stop wanting to interact with the outside world, but we instead have this solid foundation that comes in instead. And I do apologize. I'm just taking screenshots here because I realized it's not set to live, it's set to top. And I want to make sure that I don't lose anything here if I switch this. Just want to make sure. Yeah. So that is what they have for you right now. And I do apologize because it did exactly what I thought it was going to do. It made some of it go away. All right. All right. So many blessings to you, and that's what they have for you right now. And then Lydia, you were up next here. Let me just make sure at the bottom there. All right, you are very welcome. So Lydia, you want to know, when will you receive a job offer? Which industry or role? You're eyeing the one you went for an interview last week, but you're afraid they won't be convinced that you really want to leave your current specialization. Okay, let's take a look here. What does Spirit wants you to know? So when, yeah, we've got the hermit journey coming in here for the when, and which industry. Let's take a look at here. Um, wow. So you do have the Knave of Chalices, which is like the new love and a movement of thought. So I do feel like this is a change of, it's like what your heart was after and the changing of your mind. This movement of where you were before is coming in here. So I feel like with the hermit card and it being 9, I feel like it is September that you do get a job offer. I just feel like the 9 is really standing out, and that you understand like this inner journey of what you truly want, what would truly make your heart sing. So I do feel like this is the energy that's coming in here, and I feel like that if this one interview, I don't know if it's that one or not, but if it is what your heart wants and it's a movement of your mind and a change of, like you said, specialization of your training, of your education, of your, like you said, that would be specialization, then it feels very positive. So I like it for you, Lydia. um but that's what's coming in. But I do feel like September, it feels like, and here we are tomorrow. Maybe you'll get contacted tomorrow. But that's what's coming in. So many blessings to you. And then Kevin Todabillin, hello. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. And you want to know, what advice does spirit guides have for you regarding your connection with Akshat? There's no contact. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, you've got the 7 of Pentacles, which is, this is the patience. The last thing that grows on a fruit tree is the fruit. So it's continuing to do the daily things, do what like they say in Buddhism. I think it is a Buddhist saying of carry water, chop wood, do the daily stuff. Because you've got the 10 of Pentacles, things do eventually, and if it's not with Akshat, it with someone else, you do have this fullness of life that does come about. But it's like this patience card coming in here, and they're like saying, just trust timing, trust that, what is going to make your life feel full and complete is in your future, whether it's with them or with someone else or with by yourself, who knows. But you do have this energy that comes in that does talk about, this fullness, this completeness of your life here. So the advice is to just continue living, enjoying the moment, enjoy your journey of life. We don't have to like be focused on an outcome, right? As and a result, it's like enjoy today, enjoy each moment, and enjoy the carrying of the little water, the chopping of the wood in the moment. Not, it's all about up there, I'll be happy. It's like be happy now and joyful now. And your life, I mean, they're giving you the 10 of Pentacles, saying they're showing you your life is full and complete. And a lot of advice too is focus on what we're grateful for in this moment, right? Um, because if we're focused on something that's missing, we're telling the universe, I really enjoy missing things in my life, and they're gonna go, okay, you know, you want more of that? Then yeah, that's what I want. I want to miss things more. All right, here we go. Instead of being grateful for what is in our life, then we tell the universe what I am grateful for. And then we're telling the universe, I want to be grateful for more things, and they'll bring us more things. Our life fills up with things to be grateful for. So I feel like that's what's coming in for you, Kevin. So many blessings to you. Right. I think here, let me just make sure we already answered those, and we answered that one and that one. And those. All right, let me get rid of that one. So I'm just looking at the screenshots I made here. Okay, we answered that one. All right, Keisha. Let's see, Keisha, did you? Let me just make sure. I thought I saw a glimpse somewhere from someone that changed their question. I don't know if that was you or not. Let me just look very quickly here. Appreciate your patience. Okay, no, it wasn't you. All right, so you wanted a general reading. So let's take a look here. Oh, and you asked, who is your guardian angel? That's why I saw it here. So a general reading, who's your guardian angel? Well, your guardian angel um, isn't um, isn't someone like someone who's passed or something like that. Our guardian angel is, and this is good for everyone to know, our guardian angel, when our soul was formed out of creator, out of the creative energy, at the same second, the same moment, there was a guardian angel created right alongside of us, right? um and if you check out my Take 10 with Zen, I think we talk about spirit guides. I think it's episode 2 or 3 around there. But if you and those are all free. It's a playlist I have. What's cool though is that so they are with us from the moment of creation until we go back into creator someday, if that's what we do. But they've been created right alongside of us. And what's cool is that it is actually the essence of the creator. This I know is kind of not really mainstream, but this is what Spirit told me, and it makes so much sense. The creator wanted to have this buddy-buddy relationship with us. It was important for us to have this relationship as them as our mother and father of the higher being. They also wanted to be like, "Hey, buddy," be like our best friend type of energy, and that's the guardian angel. They're right next to us. They, you know it's the creator, but it's in the form of a guardian angel, instead. It just that's the energy. Now we have other angels, which are angels who come in and out of our lives, different lifetimes. Um, and I go into all that in that spirit guide, that video too. But that's who that is. We also have part of our spirit guides are people who've passed and gone to the other side that we knew in this lifetime, ancestors. There's a bunch of different individuals, but our guardian angel is this piece of the creator, this individual spirit being that you can know that is bonded to you and you alone, has been with you since your soul was created. And then your general reading is the Empress. Time for Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, creation, abundance, new birth, sensuality. So right now it's time for you to take care of you, to be free of a lot of these expectations and thoughts and beliefs, and allow yourself to feel this wholeness and this completeness that comes in. And to put yourself first. You're allowed to fill up, and then everyone else gets the overflow. You don't have to be, you're a huge heart and you're a nurturer, but you get to nurture yourself first, because the greatest gift you can give the world is a healthy, full, overflowing you. So I like it. So that's what they have for you. Right. And hey, F Gemini, thank you so much for your donation. I'm just taking like real quick here. Okay. So Charlene, you will be my next free reading coming up here. but I do have a donation, so I'm gonna pop down and, thank you, AF Gemini, for your donation. Take a sip here while you're putting your question down there. So Taurus's current feelings towards you. All right, and will you see each other this weekend? Let's take a look. Okay, those are the current feelings, and will you see each other this weekend? All right. Well. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, it looks very good here. I mean, it got the 10 of cups. There's this emotion overflowing here. I mean, you definitely, uh, this is a positive card to get here when about someone's feelings towards us. We have the high priestess too. So there's a lot of unknowns, a lot of hiddens, with them, with their feelings towards you. And I feel like they're trying to understand their feelings towards you, which is why they kind of step back to dive deep and understand things that are happening below the surface and what's going on, right? Which we like. And then we have the star card, which is all about dreams come true and balance, and it's positive energies here. So I feel like with the 10 of cups and the star card, that they've got a lot of strong emotion and positive ways towards you. But I feel like with that high priestess, they like keep their cards close. And that makes sense, right? I feel like in the past they've um overshared, and then they got embarrassed or hurt because the other person didn't feel the same, so they don't want to show all their hand and lose, and be a loser, like they want to um be sure. They want to be sure. uh and I just feel like that's what's going on with that there. I feel like you guys will see each other this weekend, though, because you've got the Knave of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles, new opportunities, changing and movement of mind and thought and belief and mindset. So I like that because it also represents movement, because the movement starts with the mind and then rolls out into action into the outside world. So I do like that for you here. I feel like there's something. Oh, this is Labor Day weekend, right? So I like it. I like it. Let's see anything else. Yeah. So here we go. We got the magician action, the seven of swords, which is getting beyond their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that made them, miss out on opportunities and stuff. So I feel like they are getting beyond some of those things. Oh yeah, that makes sense with the Knight of Swords is the cutting away of things, so they're able to move forward and take action and do that. So that feels very positive there. Yeah. Well, this Pisces super full moon energy, it creates a bunch of things, right? I mean, I know I ended up in ER on Monday with a friend of mine, and then I got chosen for jury duty. This week has been like a, and they always say, this is what just shakes things up. There's just been probably a lot of drama happening in their life. So tomorrow's Aries energy, though, Aries moon energy. So I feel like you're gonna get communication, and then you have some nice calming Taurus energy coming in on Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They've been through it. I, we keep joking. They're like, I was taking tequila shots when I chose my life. They always say because just the last 2 years. I think we've been into the emergency room 6, 7, 8 times for all different stuff. And but they're a trooper for sure. I'm like, I just I'm glad maybe you took it up for all of us, right? Thank you. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be good. I feel like you'll get communication tomorrow or Saturday, very earthy Taurus energy, Taurus moon on Sunday, Monday, I think. Um, and let me check my little handy dandy book here because I know it's Sunday. See. Yeah, tomorrow we go into Aries, and then yeah, Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Oh, and Venus goes direct too. Ooh, on Sunday. So maybe Sunday is going to be a great day. Yeah, because Monday and then yeah, Tuesday until about noon or so until we go into Libra energy. So looks like a good weekend coming up. So very positive things, AF Gemini. I like it. So that's what they have. So many blessings to you. And thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. And then we're jumping back to Charlene. So, Charlene, you are very welcome. All right. Any major abundance financially soon? Any luck surrounding you? All right. Let's take a look here. See what spirit wants for you here. Yeah, I feel like you will have it. It might take a little longer than you anticipate here. But it is coming in soon. You got the new, Ace of Pentacles is new abundance coming in. The Hanged Man is delay. It's like things are transforming and transitioning. You're seeing things from a different perspective. So it just is usually one of the little slight uh delay, patience type of cards. But if you focus on like gratitude for what you do have in your life, that can raise the love vibration and it can speed things up and bring it in sooner too. So gratitude really, really helps bring things in faster. If we're fearing and missing things, kind of weighs it down and slows things coming our way. So if we have any kind of beliefs around lack or focus on lack, then it we're telling the universe, I enjoy feeling this lack. Can you just draw it out a little longer? So gratitude will make things kind of speed up there. All right. And that's what they have for you, Charlene. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Shelly Rain. Hello, hello. Any whopper messages for you for September? I like it. Thank you times a billion, 100 billion, or a trillion. Let's take a look here. All right, Shelly, let's see. Any whoppers headed your way here for September? Well, I feel here with the Seven of Pentacles, something that's been growing and waiting, you've been patient on, there's a transformation and a change around it in a positive way. Because you have the Seven of Pentacles, which is normally the last thing that grows on the fruit trees, the fruit. But you have the Five of Wands too, which starts off like energy of fear that transforms into energy of love. So, whatever this is, something that you've been waiting for a while, there's like the switch that happens where whatever change that happens, which whatever this little that goes on, it is the fruition, and you get to see some fruit of this thing that feels like it's been taking forever. So I don't feel like it's the full fruit yet, though. It's not like the whole fruit tree. It's almost like how, um, like whenever there's any kind of fruit or, cucumber, tomato plant, whatever kind of fruitful plant, and you're like, wow, oh, it's still green, it's not ready to eat yet, but there's one that's ready, and you're like, oh, I get to try it. And then later, more of them happen, but you get one ripe fruit, and you're just like, wow. And that's considered a whopper for some reason. But it's like, wow. So this is what I get more of that's coming, and it's like this, I don't know, it just feels very significant, that it's something that you get to have more of, later. So, I like that you get to see it. So that's what comes in there. So many blessings to you. That's what they have. And let me continue looking down the list here. Oh, sorry. I see in this other one you changed your mind. Any new love coming in before the close of 2023? Let's see if they'll answer that one too here. Well, you got the Hierophant, which is about really, well, it's a commitment card. So it could mean commitment coming in here by the end of the year, but it feels like the energy feels more like that you're working through, knowing more of what you're truly wanting in your life. Who is it you truly want to be? What do you truly want to have come into your life? What kind of a relationship do you truly want? I feel like whatever this fruition that's coming in September, it just helps you. I don't know, not that your priorities are wrong, but it just helps you understand what your priorities are, and it has this clarification that comes in. So that's what's coming in for you right now regarding that one. I know you changed your mind, but I feel like they're like, it's okay. Go with your first question. It just feels like that's important to have it unfold first anyway. So, alrighty. So many blessings to you. And then Minu, hello, hello. You want to know, what does Parveen think about your relationship? All right, let's take a look here and see what's going on inside their head right now. All right. Well, you got the Queen of Cups and you got the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is about new opportunities opening up in the outside world. I feel like here with the Queen of Cups, this is very intuitive, very deep flowing emotions. I feel like this is you, though. I feel like Spirit is saying, trust your gut, trust your instinct, trust that intuition that you have. Because whatever this is that's unfolding here, I just feel like Spirit is saying, you already know in your own heart, you already all know in your gut instinct, what this new thing, this new change in the outside world is that's coming towards you, both, because I feel like it, and they're just saying, just trust your gut, trust your instinct. I feel like this is a time in your life where Spirit is wanting you to develop trusting your instinct, trusting your gut, not your fear of your heart and those, but of your true high heart, right? Where that instinct comes in. Because I feel like there's this change coming in the outside world, but with that Queen of Cups, they're nudging you back to yourself. I'm like, I want to know, like, what is it? What is it? See, even when I push for it, they're like the Nine of Cups. Turn into yourself, connect to your higher self and your spirit, here, because the Hermit is about you making sure you're spending time with yourself and connecting to your spirit, posse and your higher self. And they're like, go inward and upward. That's what that Queen of Cups is. We want time with you, but we're developing this relationship with you. So they're butting me out of the picture and saying, come talk to us, come talk to us. So that's what's coming through me new, at least for this time, right? But many blessings to you. All right. And then Rhonda, you are up. Hello, my friend. Advice for what the next step in your journey. All right. Let's see what they have here. All right. Yay! We have the Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. Slowest moving knight around emotional fulfillment. you know, whenever we get the combination, it's kind of the same. I know it's like the same message that has been coming up lately, which is, it's like a reiteration. Your emotional fulfillment, things come slow in the outside world regarding this when we're being nudged to turn inward and upward to focus on our self love, right? For us to um, raise our love vibration, to focus in on that higher connection. We're cutting away the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets that have limited us, that are no longer serving us, releasing those thoughts around love and all those fears attached to our worth and these emotions. It's like this cleansing, this movement away. And it's just they're saying this is the next step in your journey. It's the continued release of these thoughts because your love vibration is rising, raising and rising to the point where you're going to see things differently and draw in higher vibrational things. Um, the lower vibrational things that is what we attracted before. That was all good for our experiences there, but they're like it's like your higher self is like, we're done with that stuff. We don't want to go back and do, and experience those things anymore because we've got, you know, um, bigger things, uh, higher vibrational things to experience. We're done with that. And I feel like this is their message for you right now. So that's what they've got for you, Rhonda. So many blessings to you. And then I think we're down to Angelica. So you would like an advice reading for September. All right, let's take a look here. I'm only going to be on for about 9 more minutes. So if you guys haven't checked out my hey Aries rising, um the changes on the video that I posted earlier about the giveaways from Monday. I also have some announcements on changing of how long I'll be on and different things like that. So be sure to check that out because it also talks about the giveaways for next week too. All right. So Angelica, advice for the month. Well, you got the Justice card coming in for September, which is with that Ace of Swords there. This really is the balancing out of things. You know, the Justice card, that Ace of Swords, it usually has like the scales and they're out of balance in the beginning, showing that we have a lot of fears, a lot of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts that we've been given in our life that cut away things that have us, look at, you know, the, all these rules around stuff that keep us distracted, keep us from uh, really being true to our authentic self. But that Ace of Swords allows us to see things from a higher perspective, from a place of capital T truth, of unconditional love of the higher realms. And that helps balance out the scales, but also is double edged. It allows us to cut away and question some of these small T truths. We're like, well, why do I think that way? Well, that was a popular opinion that we took on as our opinion, but we can change how we're perceiving things. And so there's this wonderful balancing that's coming out in September as we question, why do I want that? Why am I afraid of that? Why do I fear that? Why do I think that would mean failure? Why would I think that would make me unlovable? These things we've been taught all our lives are being shaken and balanced out with that Justice card. So I like that for you. And that's what advice they have is question those thoughts, those beliefs, those mindsets. Right. So many blessings to you. All right. Aries rising. Thank you for your donation. Good evening to you. And he'd like a general with DW in you. Will he contact you? All right. Let's see what they want you to know generally. And then will they contact you? All right. And for everyone else, I'm going to be headed out of here in about 6 minutes. If you want, I'm going to be heading over to my Praying Mantis member session that I have after these readings. So if you'd like to join me there and become a member, If you check out the description box of the video, it talks about a link to the memberships, and you can see what they offer. Because in addition to those, you also get advanced access to some other things as well. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's see what is going on generally here. All right. All right. So we like that here, and then will they contact you here? All right. Well, it feels like they got a little bit of going back and forth here. With the Two of Pentacles, it just feels like they're on this ebb and flow and ebb and flow and ebb and flow, right? But they do have this the Empress here, which is, sensuality, and they see you here, as this new birth, this there's sensuality that comes with it too, but it just feels very nurturing energy, right? And so I feel like on one hand they see this nurturing, they see this, sensuality, and they're attracted to that. And then they also have the page of cups, which is the, emotion that comes in here too. So I feel like they've got this energy here, but with this Two of Pentacles, I just feel like I don't know why it feels like a rubber band. And again, it just feels like they come close and then they go away. They share their feelings or emotions and this attraction, and they go away and they go. It just feels like they're ebbing and flowing, but it feels like it not so much like a slow but more like the little paddle with a little ball on it that's all pink, 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 and it just feels like, oh my gosh, it just feels so, I don't want to say unstable, it just inconsistent. Well, it's consistent that it goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but it doesn't feel like it's like I would like it to stay here for a while and then go. Why would you don't want it to go away, but you're like, I'd just rather instead of it going here, 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 right? And it's like, okay, will he contact you? We've got the Temperance card, which is eventually, it just feels like things are unfolding and going slowly there. And we've got this energy, that's coming in of, they are walking away from emotions and feelings and relationships and people that no longer serve them, to the Nine of Cups, which is emotional wish fulfillment. It just is taking them forever to get there. And I feel like this is why, all of this past relationships, these past emotions are just what keeps them um from consistency. It's like snip that string that keeps you to that paddle, because it feels like they keep beating themselves up. And I feel like, wow, yeah, a side of them enjoys the being the martyr, being the victim a little bit, and they get attention from people for what was done, to them is the story that they have, right? That there was these, actions, and can you believe that they treated me this way? And a part of their ego really enjoys that attention they get in being the martyr and being the victim. Yeah, right. So I feel like, it's taking a while for them to do that. Let's take a look here and see, will they, is it this weekend? Yeah, I feel like you will. Because you got the Two of Cups, so you guys do get together. Here's the new communication with the Page of, Swords, and you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is, of course, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, like the Empress. Again, sensuality and stuff coming in here. But, yeah, this definitely feels like there's this energy that's coming in, so, I do see that there. So that is what I feel. I feel like you will. It's not like you're, you'll guys will get together and hang out, but it's not like you're getting together, like in a relationship type of thing yet. So that's what's coming in. Hey, hey, DJ, you are very welcome. I'll fit you in real quick here. I'm actually like 1 minute away from headed out, but I'll get your reading in here real quick here for since you made a donation. But for anyone else, no more donations. I won't be able to complete it in the session. I'll have to do it tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow morning for everyone else at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So if I didn't get to your free reading, um, come back. I'll be here both Saturday and Sunday morning. I'm sorry, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. And then tomorrow and Saturday night at 7 p.m. I'm sorry, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. This will actually be my last Thursday night free reading session. Yeah, hey. All right. So, are your meditations working well to help with your healing? All right. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit has here for you. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Yeah, it definitely seems to be here because you've got the is this the king? Yeah, the king of pentacles coming in here, which is about abundance. It does show positive outcomes that are coming in here. And also the king of pentacles is, this energy of seeing your worth in a relationship to the outside world in a different way too, because it's like you're finding this wholeness inward and upward, and it's giving you this whole new way of seeing your own worth in relationship to the outside world. Because you also got the four of pentacles, which is that's one of the big things that the king of pentacles shares is, when you're looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world, we feel unstable because all that stuff is unstable. Relationships, people change, they pass away, they walk away. Situations never stay the same, like career, job, education, social status, our bodies, our bank accounts, all of that deteriorates, blows up, burns down, all of that. And it's like this solidity that is coming in with what you're doing there. Because you've got the judgment card. Here's your higher self, drawing your human self to this higher place. So definitely, I feel like the meditations with your connection to spirit here is really helping out too, because you've got both the temperance, not temperance, justice card, right? Yeah, justice card, and the queen of swords. Queen of swords balances your heart and your mind, and the justice card balances your mind. Both of these with this ace of swords coming in here, I really feel the meditations that you're doing are helping transform your mindsets, right? It's taking you to this place where you're able to focus on the capital T truths of the higher realm, those rooted in unconditional love. This drawing, this meditations that you do draws you out of your humanness into your powerfulness of who you are. And in doing that, it allows you to cut away these fears and these thoughts and these beliefs that no longer serve you. And so this is part of the healing. The healing is the transformation, right? Because our healing really is when we're realizing the lies we've believed all along, the supposed to be's, the should be's, the need to be's, the have to be's, and those from the past. And so there is this transformation of the way that you're looking at things. You're seeing things from a higher perspective, which is allowing you to cut away those other things. So I definitely feel like the meditations are transforming how you're perceiving things in life. That's what it does. It changes everything. So I like it. I like it. I like it for you. And that is what they have for you. Again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And on my way out the door, just want to make sure everyone knows, here's the video I was talking about that talked about all the winners I announced on Monday. It talks about all the giveaways that I'm giving away next week and some important updates too. So be sure to check that out. I'm going to head over to my praying mantis session. So Just know as you guys go throughout every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're out in the world. And until then, much love to you. You guys hang in there and you take care. We'll see you soon.